Hello, Wonderhussy here. Just kind of cruising around in the mountains up in northeastern Nevada. And well, if you watched my last video, I was cruising around trying to find these certain specific mine camp ruins. And well, I never did find the ruins, or I didn't think I was going to find the ruins, but I found a bunch of other interesting stuff. And then at the very end, I did find the mine camp, but the video was already too long. So I decided to make it a cliffhanger and end it and, well, start fresh here at this mine camp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and explore this really interesting looking old mine camp. Okay, so like I was saying in my last video, the first thing I noticed when I drove up here was this really cool stone retaining wall that you can see somebody built by hand, stone by stone. I'm sure it took a lot of time, but they did a great job because all these years later, not only is it still standing, it's still retaining all that dirt and trees and stuff up there. And, you know, it's a pretty big tree. Good job, whoever built this wall. Okay, so now we're coming into the mine camp. You can see it's a nice big flat clearing. Plenty of place to park. It'd be a great place to camp. There's a campfire ring out front. And it looks like there's a house and two sort of outbuildings. Workshop, outbuildings, not sure what's going on back there, but we'll find out. In the last video, we already kind of poked our nose into this kind of lean-to shed thing, which there's nothing left in it. It was probably just used for storing firewood or gear, who knows. And then in the last video, we also noted this super duper old pull tab, which to me looked unique because it was a perfect circle at the top. I'd never seen one like that, which I thought was kind of cool. But all of that was just prelude to going inside these buildings. And so in my last video, I had just stepped across the threshold in this first house. And I don't know, man. It might turn out to be a bust, but there just turned out to be, it looked like there was a lot of interesting stuff on the floor. So that's why I decided to make a whole separate video. Hey, before we go in, I just noticed there's some more pull tabs down here on the ground. First of all, this is one that they do nowadays. But this is the kind of pull tab I'm used to seeing that has that kind of like not trapezoidal, I don't know, triangular top. That's why I thought that one with the circle was so weird and unique. All right, let's go inside this house. Pretty solid little house, and not that little actually, pretty roomy. Chimney on the top, roof still intact. Looks like, isn't that like composite siding on the house? Keeps it nice and dry. Screens on the window. It even had, oh goodness, it even had glass window panes. Look at that. Nice wooden floor. Okay, so there is clearly where there was some kind of a furnace. This was probably the main room, kitchen, living room, I'm guessing. Some kind of storage shelf up there. Nice blue walls. Better blue walls than blue, well, you know. Okay, and there's just an ungodly amount of litter and garbage on the floor in here. And it doesn't look like that old of stuff, to be honest. I mean, even this window here, I know it's going to be backlit, but the framing on this window, well, I was going to say it doesn't look that old, but maybe it does, because if you look at the way it's like, isn't that called tongue and groove? That looks like the old way of doing things, when things were built to last, not like today's windows. Oh, I don't know, let's just see. Scientific American, interesting. Some scientist was hiding out here. January 2008. Oh, maybe he got busted out in the recession. He had to come up here and live in this abandoned mine camp and then left his underwear behind. Oh my goodness. And it looks like he subsisted on a diet of Chef Boyardee. Ugh. Speaking of blue walls, ask Dr. Dong. Okay, I'm immature. Oh, what else? Oh, Nature Conservancy. Oh, so he was a liberal. Summer 09, yep. Liberal scientist, I guess that stands to reason. Oh, hey, what's this? This is like a really fancy kind of can. You know what I mean? It's got this weird pattern on it. It's very heavy. It's not a can. What is this? Oh, you know what? It was Wizard. Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of like weird kerosene or something. It's got a little handle on it. It's very heavy. Oh, I don't know though. Look, Biblical Archaeology Review. Maybe he wasn't a scientist after all. Who can say? Oh, but this one's from 04. So maybe some biblical guy was living up here. The scientists came up and kicked him out and brought his natty light. Oh God. Oh no, what's this? Hello, boys. Old school rods. This one's not even that old because look, it goes all the way up to 2020. Oh wow, somebody was here recently. So we've got some magazines from 04 through 2020. Oh look, some guy from Chino Valley, Arizona. Man, we are a long way from Arizona. Huh, I wonder what he was doing up here. Well, I mean, maybe he was hiding out on the lam, so to speak. I mean, whew, this would be a good place to hide out. Nobody would find you up here. Let's go in this room. Here's the bedroom. What was the bedroom? Old rusty bed spring. Screen door blown in. Oh, you know what? This must have been the room that you came into, because look, here's like a kind of like a little screened in porch. Like a mud room, maybe? So this might have been like a sort of a front room that you walked into. This is where that window was with the glass. Still some glass in the pane. So maybe this was the front room in here because, well, it looks like there was a furnace in here as well. And this kind of has like a kitchen backsplash, linoleum backsplash. So that's probably where the kitchen was. And matter of fact, there's even kind of a metal plate on the floor where the stove would have sat, the wood burning stove. Very interesting. And then this kind of like lacy placemat thing almost makes it seem like there was a woman living here. So maybe there was a woman on the lam with him. Or maybe the woman lived here way before the guy from Arizona came to hide out here. Who can say? What do you suppose this thing is? It's like a yellow plastic thing mounted on the side of the window with slots in it. Is that to keep fly swatters in? Gosh, it beats me. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. Okay, then there's a door in the back of this room. Looks like there maybe used to be another room back here, but it's totally collapsed. You know, like it was a dugout or something, because it's got stone walls, and it is dug into the side of the hill. Oh yeah, and then there's all kind of shelves. This must have been where they stored the food, you know, like a food cellar kind of, but it's not really a cellar. It's just a dugout, food dugout. Flavor Buds coffee. Paint. Maybe it was just kind of an all-purpose storage area. But look how neat this is. They just dug it right into the side of the hill. That's a stone. Well, these are stone walls, and they're kind of chinked and plastered with some kind of mud or cement, mud-cement mix. And then look, oh man, the ceiling is just totally falling in. This one beam is just sort of holding it up, and then somebody has written on this barrel, which who knows what that used to contain, "When danger and beauty collide." Oh, maybe I ought to use that for my tagline. In any event, it is weirdly apt for this busted little, whatever it is, food storage room. Okay, let's get out of here before the ceiling collapses. We'll go back through the house. Now let's go out and check out these other buildings. Wow, this place must have been really nice when it was cranking, you know what I mean? Like a little, talk about a desert compound. Up in the woods, desert forest compound, this would be nice. Oh wow, look here. Holy moly, would you look at that? It goes all the way down. Okay, I'm not going in it, obviously. It's just, I don't even know if you guys can see. I can't even see the bottom, but it goes way down there, and you would need to rappel into that thing. Because it's not even, it's too steep to even climb down. Wow, yikers. You know what's really yikers is there's plenty of people who would be crazy enough to go down into that thing. Not me. Okay, next to that mine shaft, there's this real old corrugated tin and railroad tie building. It's got a cute little awning over the door made out of more tin and boards. Scavenged materials, whatever they had. And this is very rustic inside. Okay, I don't know how old this cabin is, but it looks like it could be from the 1800s. I mean, it's built right into the side of the cliff, the hill. So it's all stone and that same kind of plaster, cement, sand, whatever. Is this an outhouse? Oh, I was like, why is there an outhouse in here? No, it's, well, let me turn my flash on. It's some kind of like little storage cupboard, I guess, and it's got these really cool old Camel cigarette boxes tacked on the wall. Ah, bat! Oh my god, yikes. Whoa! I don't know if you guys saw that, but that bat just came fluttering right out past me, poor thing, and it went right out into the bright light, which bats don't like to be out in the daylight. I hope it's okay. But it was cool because I saw it silhouetted in the light doorway, and you could see right through its gossamer wings. Beautiful. Anyway, I was just trying to see if there were any interesting boxes on the walls here, but it doesn't look like it. Saltine crackers and honeybee graham crackers. Purity Biscuit Company. from Salt Lake. Okay, I guess we're not really that. We're kind of like halfway between Salt Lake and Reno-ish. Huh. But just look at the ceiling. It's just rough-hewn trees and boards and railroad ties. Like I said, just found materials, whatever they had at hand. Really neat. And you know, it almost looks like this might have been kind of like a blacksmith shop because there's this huge stump in here that, well, I mean, there's a piece of metal on it now. I guess, oh, it's nailed in. That thing is nailed right into this stump. Maybe somebody was working on it. And then there's this giant jerry-rigged chimney made out of a wash basin connected to a pipe going up. So maybe there was some like big furnace down here where this old car seat is now. And this was like a blacksmith shop. But look at the shelves. Board shelves built right into the wall. Really cool old, I guess it was a workshop. And look at these old shoes. Holy moly. Oh gosh, I feel like I have ADD, but dang, would you look at this old shoe? That is old. And that, you know, it looks like a kid's shoe, but I bet you anything it was an adult. I mean, for reference, I'll put my foot next to it. You know, yeah, it's curled up from, you know, the heat and whatever. It's all dried out. So if it was flattened out, it might be my size. But I mean, I'm a size 7, so that's a pretty small foot for a man. Maybe it was his wife's. Maybe his wife was the blacksmith. Oh, who knows? Maybe it was all women living out here and there were no men. Okay, so we've gone in the big house. We peeked down the mine shaft. And we went in the workshop / blacksmith shop. Now let's just continue on along into this last building, which looks pretty interesting. Again, really nice stone wall going all the way around, and then there's this really cool shelf built into it, which is interesting. I wonder why they took the trouble to do that. Like, why would you build shelves, and they're deep, into the side of this wall like that? Oh, interesting. Oh my goodness, this looks like another really old, I don't know if you want to call it building, dwelling, stone up to about 4 feet. And then it's corrugated tin. And this looks like newer-ish corrugated tin, like somebody came and did some repairs. That's old there. But then look inside. Oh my word. Unspeakable filth all over the floor. Old cans, old mattress. I don't know what this is, and oh god, I don't really want to touch it, but it's like gabardine. Oh man, what if I found an old pair of Levi's? You know how those guys go down in the mines and they find those really old Levi jeans that are worth like $50,000? Oh, it's a coat. Ugh. I don't really want to breathe the dust in that just kicked up, but that's just an old, like a winter coat. Kind of cool. Okay, this is just, I don't even know where to begin. First of all, there's a mattress on the floor, so it's like some guy was crashing in here. But then there's also an unsafe mine, stay out, stay alive sign, which I do feel really cold air coming out of this room. So there is another mine shaft in here. Oh, and there's a bat that just flew by. Another bat. Maybe it's the same one. Oh my goodness. Let me turn my flash on. Look in there. Holy, I can see the bat. Hi, Failure. Sorry. Don't give me rabies. Look at this. I'm not going in there because there's a bat in there. You can see him flying around. Sorry, feller. But I am really curious what's in there. It looks like there's something down at the end. Sorry, bat. What is that? I guess it's probably just garbage. There's no reason for me to go in there. I'm very tempted, but I'm not appropriately attired. And I don't have the time. And moreover, I'm actually planning to go camp out at a cave, a really cool cave. So I'll just get all my underground exploring in at the cave. That bat just keeps coming in and out of that cave. I'm getting out of here. I don't want to get bit. I'm not really afraid of bats. I think they're cute, but I also don't want to get rabies. Or moreover, I don't want to get bitten and then have to abandon my road trip and go into the closest town and get a rabies shot. Man, look at the outside of that. that building was so interesting. I guess the mattress was just kind of dumped in there, and I love the thought of this miner, like, who's so into his mining that he slept right next to the shaft. Well, I guess some of those guys probably did that. Whew. All right, let's get away from the bat. Okay, it looks like there is one more kind of like mine adit or something back there. So before we leave, I'll go check that out, but I'm not going to do that in my flip-flops. I've already tempted fate enough. I'll at least put on these fake Ugg boots. Since these ones are getting pretty trashed anyways, they should be okay to wear when I go bushwhacking. Well, let's go see what's over there. It looks like there's another fenced off mine shaft there on the left. Over here, I don't know if this is just a trash pile or if that was a mine shaft too. No telling. There's all kinds of weird wooden stuff still standing. I don't know if that was a sign that said something or part of an old fence. Wow, look at this old cable. Like some kind of hoist or something. Braided steel. Woo! Rusted. Maybe it came out of here. Uh-oh, we have an adit and a shaft, looks like. Dang, I wonder... Oh, and then there's another shaft up there. Holy cow. This shaft looks to be filled in, so no sense poking around there. Let's just take a look inside this adit real quick. Oh my word. Turn my flash on. It's all framed out in here. Nice. Ah, bat! Oh my god, I gotta stop messing around in these mines. I'm gonna get bit. Okay, well, I'm just peeking in here real quick. Oh yeah, look, here's the bottom of that shaft. See, now we don't have to check out the shaft. It all collapsed in. Trash, detritus. Yonder there be bats. Not trying to go in there and get bit. Oh man, yikers. There's like a stain on the wall back there. Look at that. Oh, get out. Okay, I'll get out. I'll get out. I'm leaving. Yikes. You know, this would be an amazing place to camp, but, well, there's no cell signal. And, well, I kind of want to camp over by the cave anyways. Anyway, before I roll on to that cave, I just want to say thank you to the viewer who sent me the coordinates to these places. It did work out after all. You know who you are. I appreciate you. And for everybody else, catch me on the next adventure. See you next week.